Kumar. Elam retreating very quickly, as you can see. Good sideways movement. Akhil got his gloves down, got the guard down at present, inviting Akhil to attack, and then using his reach to pile up with jabs. Pile up points with jabs. Good technique there by Elam.
Must say, Elam's got the better footwork. He seems stronger as well. Very quick. You mentioned that Akhil's quick, but I tell you, Elam's twice as quick because he moves like lightning and he's got those punches and no reply so far by Akhil.
No reply at all. In fact, he's now pegging Akhil to the ropes. Elam using his reach to advantage in the red corner. Rahimov, Elam of Uzbekistan, 4 love ahead at the end of the first round.
Well, Elam almost connected right at the end of the round as well, so it could have been 5-0. But, you know, the Akhil guard is pretty low, Nobi, and that's okay if you move really quick. If your footwork's terrific, you can keep a low guard. I remember other boxers doing that in the pro circuit as well. So to India, Farooq Sheikh, I remember, low guard, almost no guard, dancing around. When you don't have the footwork to match it, you likely to get stuck. Elam has taken advantage of that.
Very crafty customer, Elam. Getting his bet back. Here's some lovely action. Replay of the first round. Akhil caught off guard. Trying to advance, but lovely jab.
Watch the low guard of Akhil. Almost it's near the waist, and therefore, well, look at that again. Elam got through on the head.
Elam connecting very well. Akhil being talked to by M. Venu, the national coach, Tehran Asiad and Munich Olympian.
Rahimov looks very focused, very sharp, very fit. And Akhil just looks a little, well, not at his best, not 100%. Seems to be a little diffident, not really going for the attack, a little watchful. Okay, there are 3 rounds still to go, so plenty of time. Needs to come back quickly, though. Can't give a big point lead away. Very difficult to come back.
Clear the ring.
Yes, Akhil probably caught double-minded, to be or not to be. Does he go on aggression or retreat from Elam? Elam piled on the points in the first round. Second round, this could be a thriller. A thriller at the Ansal Plaza in Delhi.
Well, many might have thought that was a big left, but remember, it caught Elam behind the head, and that doesn't count for a point.
Akhil showing more aggression, but Elam very quick on his feet. Lightning quick Elam. But good defensive work there by Akhil despite his low guard. No points scored in the second round so far. Both boxers in the center of the ring.
Watch that guard drop of Akhil. Okay, he's giving an invitation, and he gets hurt too because he's got hit on the head. Goes for Elam's body every once in a while, but not one punch has been clean according to the judges. Big left by Elam.
5 points ahead. In fact, very good defensive work we've seen by Elam. He's countered everything. He's countered everything that Akhil has thrown at him. Akhil just not being able to reach him. And Elam very quick in the counter attack. 6 love ahead. It's become like a tennis score.
Yeah, well, a bagel for Akhil for the moment. He's tried to attack Elam's body, and I thought he got a couple of clean punches, but obviously he didn't have the weight behind the punches as well. That's something also the judges look for.
And not connecting in the right places is Akhil Kumar from Haryana, and there he's practically knocked down to the ropes. In deep trouble. 8 love ahead, Elam. He's running away with this bout. Akhil has a mountain to climb now. In blue, Akhil Kumar of India. The Haryana lad, 23 years old. Works for the Indian Railways. Referee N.S. Rawat keeping a hawk-like eye on this bout.
Well, that just showed how quick Elam is. Twice Akhil tried to attack him. Twice Elam got away without a worry. Moved off.
And he's swaying away, and he's so confident now. He's just swaying his head back when Akhil throws those lightning-like left jabs.
Oh, yeah, finally. Oh, no point yet. We thought he connected.
The crowd egging him on, cheering him on, hoping he can get the breakthrough. They clinch, and referee Rawat says, start boxing.
Akhil, much the slower of the two, telegraphing his punches, and they can be seen from a mile away. And Elam, just a foot or so away, can see it very easily.
End of the second round. Again, 4 points he's piled up in the second round. So comfortable 8 love lead. Big cheer for the ring girls.
Well, yeah, Nobi, you know, I've got to hand it to the organizers. Rajkumar Sangwan and gang, iOS Challenger Fight Night. They've tried very hard to bring an international atmosphere into the ring and around it. Great atmosphere here at Ansal Plaza in the middle of Delhi. Everything going well on that front. We'll take a quick look how Elam Rahimov is 8-0 ahead.
And here we see the replay, and there's the right and a lovely left hook. Akhil stunned a bit. Akhil now going into the attack, swaying away, and Elam comes back with quick counter attacks.
I thought Akhil got a nice right in there, but obviously the judges all 3 or more. Didn't quite see it. But he's been throwing the odd punch, just hasn't been registering. Maybe he's off balance as well. Has the balance of Ilham Rahimov much better. He's always on his toes. He's leaning ahead, while Akhil, when he tries to move in, it's so clearly telegraphed that Ilham can move away at will.
Masterly display by Ilham Rahimov of Uzbekistan. 54 kilograms, bantamweight category. The crowd enjoying some enthralling boxing. And here's the start of the third round. It's now or never for Akhil Kumar of India. And Akhil in the attack, forcing Ilham to retreat. And Akhil slips. He gets his punch in, gets his first point, but slips somewhat.
That was a clear slip. The referee didn't bother counting him. And of course, Ilham Rahimov tried to take full toll of it, moved in. But I'm glad that Akhil showed some professionalism by just rolling back and making sure he didn't get attacked.
Ilham slips a bit. Akhil cleverly steps back. Good display here by both boxers. Probably slight dew over here. That's what's causing both boxers to slip. But much more aggressive in the second round. 10-2. Akhil getting the points now. The crowd cheering him on. Still an 8-point lead for Ilham. No clinching, says the referee, N.S. Rawat. And again a cut, Charu. Again a slight cut near the lips. Referee N.S. Rawat, but waves the bout on. And Akhil going for the kill, sensing an opportunity. So in the night of guts and glory at the Ansal Plaza, live and exclusive on NDTV Profit, this is the second bout in action. Rahim Ilhamov of Uzbekistan against India's pride and joy, Akhil Kumar of Haryana, 2004 Olympian, 11-2 ahead. Ilham Rahimov of Uzbekistan. Again, a little trouble about the cut, and in amateur boxing, they're very particular, so there are no injuries.
Yeah, that's such a shame because Rahimov is so far ahead, and there's no question that he's the better boxer. This is where he gets the cut. It's a headbutt, that's for sure, because Akhil's head met with Rahimov's. It's not the punches, that I can say for sure.
Well, Akhil comes out firing on all cylinders now. Ilhamov forced to retreat. He's a little cautious, protecting his cut, slips a bit again. Again, referee stops the bout, asks the boxers to come to the center of the ring and fight on. Akhil much more aggressive in the third round. But with his long jabs, it is Ilham Rahimov who picks up the points and is 13-3 ahead. So despite Akhil's aggression, it is Ilhamov who's comfortably in the lead, 14-4, 16-4 now. A wonderful display of jabs by Ilhamov.
It's just so difficult to judge, Nobi, because we see every once in a while Akhil landing, but they're not registering. And sure, the judges are doing as fair a job as possible, but it's just such a difficult job.
Going a bit low, that was Akhil, and that's the end of the third round. 16-5 ahead, and Charu, he has a mountain to climb, Akhil, if he has to come back.
Well, you know, it was 8-0 at the end of the second, and there was 4 points in the first 2 rounds. But in the third, Ilham has stepped it up. He's got 8 points. Sure, Akhil's come back with 5 of his own, but it shows that Ilham is not tiring at all. He's in very good shape. Akhil, a bit of a comeback. Too late. Too little, too late.
Too little, too late. And lots of aggression in the third round, as we'll see in this replay. After this beautiful young girl walks around the ring. And here's the replay. You'll see lots of action here. And Akhil
just ducking out of that one, of course. Well, look at that. He rolled back to make sure that Ilham, who was moving in, couldn't get the opportunity.
Good professionalism by Akhil, and there's both boxers going all gung-ho at present, trying to pile on the points. This is the replay of third round action.
Terrific atmosphere, Nobi. And the crowd here, of course, all pro-India, trying to egg Akhil on, but not, I think, vociferously enough. They are trying hard, and Akhil responding to an extent, but he's got a really tough opponent to contend with. Double champ.
And now being talked to by Akhil Kumar, the 23-year-old, 5'6" from Railways and Haryana. He knows he has a tough task ahead to catch up with this lithe and sinewy Ilham Rahimov, lithe, lanky, sinewy, very skillful boxer from Uzbekistan, from the Central Asian Republics. The last of the 4 rounds, each round of 2 minutes.
Well, Novi, it's now or never, and sure, Akhil has worked now to get the first point, but he's so far behind.
He's picked up 2 points.
Well, all Ilham Rahimov needs to do is just to keep Akhil away. Nice right by Ilham, twice in a row. but if he can just keep Akhil away, he's got this match.
Using his reach to connect with jabs and piling on the points is Rahimov Ilom, and now Akhil is in a bit of a quandary. He has to attack.
Well, the only way Akhil can win now is if he knocks Ilham Rahimov out. Now, there isn't too much likelihood of that happening. So, Ilham, it's yours. Just avoid Akhil, but he's not, though, to his credit. Fight on.
Yes, they are slugging it out in the middle as Rahimov shows wonderful defensive technique as well as a 19-7 ahead midway through the fourth round.
Plenty of punches, but none of them clean. Lots of defense as well. Remember, you've got to have a clean punch. Nice right by Akhil, but in fact, it's Ilham who gets the point.
Leading with the right, then with the left, but connecting with the side of the head, and now getting his jab in 22-8. He's sitting pretty. Is Ilham Rahimov, and Akhil just swinging those hooks now and totally off balance.
Yeah, well, just a bit of a slip, so won't count as a knockdown. It's all getting very late now, and Ilham is here to fight. He's shown it, double world champ, although in the junior ranks, but terrific talent.
Here's a boxer with a great future, Charu. We'll hear a lot about him, Ilham Rahimov, in this first night of professional boxing in India.
Rahimov might be the one bleeding, but on points, Akhil's the one bleeding very heavily. 8-26 is almost all over for the Indian. Lots of experience, 23 years old, but 24, can't keep pace with this youngster from Uzbekistan.
And he's piled up 10 points in the fourth round. We see the replay. And here's the replay as with a straight left jab to the face, tries a right straight.
Back to live action, just a few seconds now for the end of the fourth round. And Akhil way behind, but he's fought gamely. Oh, he gets hit with another big left. And that's it.
Yes, you're watching it live on NDTV Profit, the end of the second bout. And it's clear winner, Ilham Rahimov, on points.
Well, it's a shame, really, because all the experience and the international medal-winning experience of Akhil Kumar coming undone in the face of some very skillful boxing. We saw his lightning movements, his great footwork in the first couple of rounds. When he tired a bit, he showed that he had it in him to carry on the fight, Ilham Rahimov. So he has everything. Great boxing to watch out for. Here's a look.
And here's a look, and there's Ilham Rahimov with his right. Akhil stung a bit, forced to retreat, clinching, using the right jab very effectively. Lovely footwork there by Rahimov. And now the decision, and Charu's there.
Ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed that encounter. Plenty of skill on display, experience as well as a youngster coming from Uzbekistan and showing what lightning speed he has. On points, 28-8. The winner from the red corner, from Uzbekistan, Ilham Rahimov!
Want to make more money? All you have to do is ask.
What is the big goal that you see you would like to own car, Honda City?
Every week, a new family meets financial planner Monica Hallan to figure out a business plan for their future.
Suddenly realized that we don't have any asset.
Completely change the way you invest your money.
Laugh all the way to the bank with Show Me the Money. Tomorrow night at 7:30 on NDTV Profit.
Moods calm downs.
My man.
I want to be free. I want to be free. Yeah!
Amazing what can happen in 5 years. Presenting Franklin India Smaller Companies Fund. New fund offer closes on December 14th. Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read the offer document carefully before investing.
Imagine someone hands you a phone, a Samsung D600. It takes beautiful pictures with a 2-megapixel camera. You connect it to your TV. The phone's images are fascinating. You print wirelessly, try to make sense of it all. Suddenly the phone rings, but no one's there. Then you realize the phone wasn't meant for you. With the Samsung D600, it's not that hard to imagine.
And here we'll see a replay of some lovely action by Ilham Rahimov using the left jab and then connecting with the right. And Akhil Kumar in a bit of difficulty as he slips somewhat. The dew on the ring, and see from another angle. Akhil Kumar trying his best but can't match the hand speed of Ilham Rahimov. And there's Khurshid Yuriov of Tajikistan coming on for the third bout of the evening.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for fight number 3. The iOS Challenger Fight Night brought to you live on NDTV Profit. In the red corner, 26 years old, the national champion of Tajikistan, 4 times champion in other international events, and also, this is a very, very difficult event, but the Central Asian Championship winner at 5'10", please welcome Juraev Khurshid! And of course, his opponent today, also 5'9". They're fighting in the 64 kg light welterweight category. Gold medal in the Senior Boxing Championship in 2004. The Commonwealth Games silver medal in 2002 at Manchester. The most courageous boxer trophy in the Commonwealth Boxing Championships of 2005. One of the more talented Indian boxers, ladies and gentlemen, from Meghalaya, Sombador Pun!
About to get underway, live and exclusive on NDTV Profit, the iOS Challenger Fight Night at Ansal Plaza. And in the blue corner, Sombador Pun of India. Referee for this third bout, Rajan Sharma, sports officer of Jammu and Kashmir. Sombador Pun, who's made a comeback after suffering from tuberculosis. As Charu mentioned, silver medalist in the Commonwealth Games, where he lost to Hyder Ali of Pakistan in the final.
Well, he might have been outclassed then, Novi, but he had a terrific run in the Commonwealth Games. That was 3 years ago, but he's won more. He's won he's done very well at the Commonwealth Boxing Championships this year as well.
An Indian Army man, born 5th March 1982, so 23 years old, very experienced. After the Commonwealth Games, he's added weight, moved up a category or so. He was in the featherweight then, now he's in the light welterweight, 64 kilograms.
You mentioned the experience of Sombador Pun, and he's 23, but I tell you what, Juraev Khurshid from Tajikistan, who's won many championships in the past, is 26, so more experience, and experience at a very high level, because as you said, Central Asian countries, very, very good at the sport of boxing, and he's been a champion there, so we'll have to say, probably the favorite, we'll see.
Third round on NDTV Profit, and it is Sombador Pun in blue.
Just the tape on that headgear coming loose. Very minor problem. We'll get back, but look how quickly Juraev is on the scoreboard.
Right in the opening seconds, Khurshid Yuraev of Tajikistan. We've seen boxers from all 3 Central Asian republics, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan. It's 1-1, Sombador Pun also lightning reflexes. Now 2-1 ahead, the crowd on their feet, throwing these round arm hooks.
Well, I tell you, after that exchange, we suddenly saw a confident look on Sombador's face. He knows that he has the measure of his opponent. He's not scared anymore. I'm not saying he was afraid earlier, but now just that additional confidence.
Picking up the points early, referee Rajan Sharma indicating to come to the center of the ring.
The one reason Jura is going to find it very difficult to score is that Som Bahadur, unlike many other Indian boxers, has terrific defense. Look at those gloves right on top of the head. Keeps them there most of the time.
Doesn't drop his guard low as we saw Akhil Kumar doing.
Well, now he's just as we said that. This is a bit of a breather, really. All boxers do that. It's very difficult to keep the hands up all the time. Very tiring.
This is going to be a real cliffhanger to evenly matched boxers.
Also to the points indicate. But again, Som Bahadur coming up with a big left. Didn't register. Nice jab.
He's going to bank on endurance now and footwork. Who has the better stamina in the fourth round? Can they keep weaving and bobbing? 3-2 to Khurshid.
Well, you know, we wonder. I mean, I know judging, I've said this before, it's very difficult. But we thought Som Bahadur had the better of that exchange. And yet, it was Churaev who came in with the point.
We remind viewers that 3 of the 5 judges have to register the point. Then only it counts, and it has to be with the white portion of the glove. There's Som Bahadur Pun trying to get Juraev in a corner, trying to pile on the points, but good defensive work by Khurshid Juraev. It's 3-all now. Som Bahadur Pun does connect. So even Stevens at the end of the first round, 3-all. Live and exclusive on NDTV Profit. First night of professional boxing being brought to you in Delhi at the Ansal Plaza.
Just that touch of internationalism. The crowd appreciating just about everything here, the boxing, the arrangements. Live comes, of course, on NDTV Profit. And not very clean from Juraev. The punches coming from the side of the hand, they're all illegal, they won't count. Nice left to end that with by Som Bahadur. Didn't register.
Both boxers occasionally trading blows, as we see in these replays. Now receiving attention, Som Bahadur Pun.
The Indian coach, Munusami Venu, also himself a great boxer. Winner of the Asian and Commonwealth levels. There he is, just leading the ring now. Another boxing legend, winner of the Arjuna Award way back in the 70s.
Using his experience to give some tips to Som Bahadur Pun. He's up against a wily customer, 26-year-old Khurshid Juraev of Tajikistan. And referee Rajan Sharma, sports officer of Jammu and Kashmir.
Just something lying around in Juraev's corner. Asked the seconds to move it away to avoid injury. Good move by the referee.
Going on the aggression is the Tajikistan boxer Khurshid. Now Som Bahadur gets him in the corner.
Som Bahadur still didn't register, Novi.
Good defensive work there by Khurshid. He's now 6-3 ahead. He's forged ahead now. Khurshid Juraev of Tajikistan. Good defensive work. 5 foot 10 inches, 26 years old. 4 times national champion. Getting the measure of Som Bahadur Pun. Piling up a big lead in the second round. Som Bahadur Pun just not being able to connect. You can see lightning footwork. Som Bahadur Pun trying to get him into a corner, but they clinch. And he's being told not to use his body weight to push Khurshid Juraev. The Tajikistan boxer, well ahead. Connecting with these hooks now, using his reach to advantage.
I tell you what, I mean, it's a lot closer than the points show, because Som Bahadur's also been fairly attacking. He's taken the fight to Juraev, but look at the points, 11-4 for the man from Tajikistan. More experienced, all right, and a bigger champion in many ways, but looked to be a lot more close than 11-5.
Yes, both boxers have good hand speed, Som Bahadur Pun also, but the greater experience of Juraev showing. As with his longer reach, he's using the hooks and jabs to get points.
Well, obviously the judges know better, and they're looking for clean punches. That's the key, remember. And we see a lot of punches being thrown, but maybe they're on the head guard, maybe not in the target area as such, and therefore the point doesn't register. Watch out for that. Big right by Bahadur, but again, it doesn't count. In fact, Juraev does.
Juraev, the more experienced boxer, and 14-7, as it 14-8 ahead at the end of the second round. Som Bahadur Pun getting in a punch just as the bell rang.
All right, he did get that 1 point, but already the lead becoming insurmountable. Because if you have a 3 or 4 point lead, it's all right to try and draw level in the next round. They do have 2 more. But anything over 7 or 8 points, it's almost impossible to claw your way back. Som Bahadur is in trouble, no question about that.
Here's the replay of this very exciting second round. And there, the way he ducks and goes away, Khurshid Jurayev. Lovely defensive skills.
Well, see that big left by Som Bahadur to begin with, didn't register. That's what I was talking about. Looked clean to me, but nice to see him taking the fight back. Som also has a habit of ducking his head when he goes punching, so he's not really looking at the target. It's just an approximation, and that's why Jurayev finds it so easy to move away.
Very good defensive skills by Jurayev. He's shown he's a very well-trained boxer, the old Soviet school. Great defensive skills. And just piling on the points, that's the importance of amateur boxing, not knocking off your opponent.
True, and what's Munsami Venu said to Som Bahadur? Come on, some words of encouragement. Gotta look where you're punching, Som. Here we go. Not much time left, and quickly Som on the aggression, but a little wild. Not quite connecting. His body balance also not right. It's just like a walk-through. Doesn't seem to have weight behind the punches.
In red, Khurshid Jurayev of Tajikistan. Som Bahadur Pun slightly aggressive now, picking up 2 points. Hand raise, problem with the gloves for Khurshid Jurayev.
But that's a good start to round 3. 2 quick points in a row. That'll help, because like I said, over 5-7 points, very difficult to recover.
15-10, again the lead extended, 16-11. Flurry of punches, lots of action, the crowd on their feet. But with this greater reach, and even when they clinch, it is Khurshid Jurayev who's picked up the points.
I think it's pretty clear to me that Munsami Venu, the Indian coach, has said, Som, this is the round. Either you claw your way back or it's going to get too late for round 4. So you see Som Bahadur moving in every possible opportunity, trying to get those points back, because if not now, the round 4 is too late.
Yes, midway through the third round. But again, using the jab very effectively. Connecting to the target points, with still maintaining a 7-point lead. He was 6 points ahead at the end of the third round. He's 8 points ahead now at the end of the second round. In the third round, he's 8 points ahead. Khurshid Jurayev.
All you have to see, Novi, everybody watching this on NDTV Profit Live, when Som Bahadur attacks, his head is down. He's not really seeing the target. On the contrary, Jurayev is far more confident. Head is up. He knows what's going on. He can see the fight a lot better.
Absolutely, that's right, Charu. And yeah, Som Bahadur Pun seemingly more aggressive, but losing out on points. 20-11 ahead. And now buying time, getting back his breath. Clever tactics there by Khurshid Jurayev, clinching. And Rajan Sharma telling him not to clinch, but to box.
Oh, yes, a big right connected by Jurayev. Khurshid, Central Asian champion. Very tough circuit, that Central Asia. And if he can win there, oh, nice left by Som Bahadur, and does get him a point.
Gets him 2 points, in fact, those 2 jabs which he connects with. And Som Bahadur Pun showing good staying power at the end of the third round. He's narrowed the lead. 21-14. Rajan Sharma says box.
Well, to be fair, maybe they didn't hear the bell ring. That's the end of the third round. He did want the boxers to come back before they went to the corner. Nice late flurry again by Som Bahadur, but Novi, too late, because most of he's doing so much hard work, Som Bahadur, but not connecting. Now that's a lot of waste of energy, of stamina. If you want to make the move, want to get the punches, got to get them clean, Som Bahadur, because otherwise you're wasting a lot of energy.
So at the end of the third round, he's still 7 points ahead. And now we'll see some action. Replay for the third round. There's
Well, there, roundhouse by Som Bahadur connected. Another roundhouse attempted and missed. Just showed the defensive skills of Jurayev. Moves away at every possible opportunity. You can see it coming.
Very good defensive skills by Khurshid Jurayev. Those round arm right hooks not working for Som Bahadur Pun, which is the main part of his aggressive forte. Aggressive tactics by Som Bahadur Pun, but probably a bit too late.
It's difficult to say this to somebody who's won the Commonwealth silver, but Som Bahadur really needs to work on his technique a little more. Obviously, he's got a lot of heart. He's a very strong boxer, great in the mind, but just needs a little more focus to make sure that his punches connect. A lot of hard work, but not the result.
And now it's to be seen, is Khurshid Jurayev going to hold on to the lead or try to pile up points? He's retreating to the corner. Som Bahadur Pun getting 2 points back, but with the jab, it is Khurshid who still maintained a 7-point lead, using those left jabs very effectively. Khurshid Uraev, even in defensive situations, and when in trouble, he clinches.
It's always a smart move in boxing. In slight trouble when you're in the inside, just clinch, the referee will separate you, and you can begin the contest again. He's used it well, and Som Bahadur increasingly frustrated because when he tries to get closer and beats the defense of Juraev, suddenly there's a clinch and then you can't move.
He concedes an inch in height, Som Bahadur Pun, swinging his arms away but often hitting the air. Just swinging in the air, not connecting with on the target areas of the body. And the clever boxer from Tajikistan comfortably ahead, 23-16.
All really Juraev needs to do now is just to avoid Som Bahadur's big swinging hooks, especially that right, which is the only thing that's really connected, and he's got the match in the bag.
Yes, Charu is playing a cat and mouse game at present with Som Bahadur Pun, moving away and just connecting with those jabs. Very clever boxer from Tajikistan. No wonder he's 4 times national champion and Central Asian champion.
We've just got a bit of a cut now on Som Bahadur Pun. Little worry for the Indian camp. That's the last thing you want, to the left eyebrow.
You see the replay, that's how he's going to get the cut. The medical commission is a bit worried about Som Bahadur Pun. Probably a headbutt.
Well, that's what someone was indicating, that there was a headbutt, because it's very close to the head guard, and it looks like the referee might just stop the contest, because the last thing you want is more injury on the top of a cut. What a shame, though. Som Bahadur, little outclassed today, but great prospect for India. He continues to be a great prospect for India.
Yes, Som Bahadur Pun being talked to by referee, by the coach Venu, 1974 Tehran Asiad, 1972 Munich Olympian, and that's called off. The referee stops the contest in the 4th round, and the winner, Khurshid Uraev, comfortably in the lead, 24-16. The better boxer, the boxer with the better technique, has comfortably won. Tajikistan. From Tajikistan, Khurshid Uraev, 5 foot 10 inches tall, and Som Bahadur Pun, born 5th March 1982, works in the Indian Army. From Meghalaya, it was a bridge too far for him. Fought gallantly, but couldn't cope with the superb defensive skills of Khurshid Uraev. And the verdict.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what do we do without a microphone? Here we go. The result of the 3rd fight tonight in the iOS Challenger Fight Night. It was getting to be fairly close towards the final bout, but in the end, of course, the referee did have to stop the contest due to injury. At that point, of course, the points tally was 24-16 by the official verdict, RSC. And the winner in the red corner, Juraev Khurshid! Very brave fight from Som Bahadur. Wasn't to be his night. He'll have to look after that cut. A good fight.
The sort of cars that set pulses racing. The precision, beauty, and breakneck speed of Germany's fastest cars.
We are here to drive the best of German engineering.
Autobahn, a special series. Tonight at 8:30 on NDTV Profit.
Is this a help desk?
Yes.
We need some help.
With what?
It's our prototype?
Forget prototypes.
How do we test our new design?
Virtual simulations, on-demand supercomputing.
We're a small company. That sounds expensive.
It's not. That's expensive.
Yeah, that is expensive. Hey, can we get a ride somewhere?
给你的爱美เพื่อคุณครับเอมี่이 달을 에미 உங்களுக்கு me.
Hey, how about this, Amy?
Helping Indian businesses reach their customers wherever they may be. DHL. No one knows Asia Pacific like we do.
ICICI.
Nike, just do it. क्या आप close up करते हैं?
What's the baby's name?
This is what an ad told you. And it worked. The ads that you're sold on. All about ads. Tonight at 9:30 on NDTV Profit.
Night of guts and glory. And here we see a replay. We're going to see a replay of this third bout. And that's in the red. Khurchev Yuraev against Sombadorpun in the blue jersey. Sombadorpun going into attack, but great defensive work and piling on the points. That right round arm hook failing by Sombadorpun.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching this iOS Challenger Fight Night live on NDTV Profit, and we are all set for fight number 4. Let's begin our introductions. In the red corner, we'll have an Olympic medal winner, a bronze medalist at the 2004 Athens Olympic Games, an Asian Championship gold medal winner in 2004, and also, of course, winning the Asian Games in 2002. One of the finest boxers in the world, ladies and gentlemen, 5'9", 24-year-old from Korea. Please welcome Kim Jung-joo. Against Kim Jung-joo, no opponent is going to have it easy. Tonight, the task goes to the silver medalist at the first Afro-Asian Games.